Your Carrot site is designed to generate leads, so we've added pre-built forms on your website. In this video, we'll show you how to view those default forms and how to access the form editor. Here, we're viewing the main site dashboard for one of our Carrot sites. There's a few different ways that you can find and edit the default forms on your website. You can click into Content and then navigate to Forms to see all of the forms on your website. From here, you can see a list of existing forms, edit those forms, or add a new form. When previewing your site as a visitor would see it, you can also edit specific forms from here. To get to that site preview from your dashboard, click the View Site link at the bottom of your left side navigation, and it will open up your preview in a new window. When logged in and previewing your site, you'll see an edit icon, this pencil icon, as well as this people icon where you can view the leads for any given form. But for now, we'll click Edit to be able to edit this form. Here we're in the main editor for this form, which is the primary Get Your Fast Fair Offer Today form on our homepage. I want to point out a few things here. If you click this drop down, you can access the other forms on your site to edit them as well. If we navigate back to our homepage, you'll also notice that this is the form in the hero block at the top of our homepage, but it's also placed in other parts of our homepage. If I scroll down near the bottom, this same form is embedded in a second place on my homepage. You'll note that the form title and the form description and the fields on the form are all the same as what appears at the top of my homepage in this hero block. When editing a form on your site, it's important to note that anything you change will also impact any other placements of that form throughout your website. So if we wanted to change anything on this form, whether these fields or this title or description, we would do that here in the editor. When you first click to edit a form, you'll see the fields. Here we have property address, phone, and email. If you want to edit any of these fields or add them, you notice that as you hover over the fields, you'll get options to move, duplicate, edit the settings for that field, or delete that form field. You'll also notice that the ones with red asterisks are the required fields. Here, if I click on any of these form fields, we'll also get options for the field settings. Settings for the entire form are found here under the settings. If I click in here to form settings, this is where we'll get options for that form title, Get Your Fast Fair Offer Today, and the form description. Now remember, if we update this, it applies anywhere this form is placed on our site. For this form title and form description, if you want to show or hide that on any particular placement on a page, you can do that from the page level editor. So if I go here to the visual editor for my home page, and I've scrolled down to that bottom placement of this form near the bottom of my page, I click into the form block editor. If I want to hide the form title, I could toggle this and it goes away and it just shows the description. If I wanted to hide the description, I could do that as well. One other common form setting I'd like to draw your attention to is the option to enable SMS consent fields and enable privacy policy consent fields. If you use text message marketing to communicate with leads and clients, you may need to comply with certain regulations regarding consent and compliance for SMS text messaging. So we have this simple one-click feature to automate compliance for each of your forms. It's important to note that adding more checkboxes and fields can decrease your form's conversion rate, so we don't have this automatically enabled, but if you would like to add it, you can do so. To fully comply with TCR and 10DLC's compliance guidelines, you'll want to check the boxes for both the Enable SMS consent field and the Enable Privacy Policy consent field here in the form settings. You can also customize the text that appears alongside each consent box field here in this text visual editor. After making those changes, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom of the form settings and be sure to save those settings for any forms that you want to apply that to. Check out our Help Center for more info about editing your form fields and form settings.